Hey guys, welcome to our video. In this video, I want to answer a question that I received over the weekend, and it's something that we get from time to time. Incredibly frustrating if this happens to you. And here's the basic question. Look, I owe nobody. I don't owe any money, or maybe I have one credit card and I pay it off every month, but bottom line is I don't have any debts that are outstanding, but I keep getting collection calls. How do I stop those calls from coming in? So, very legitimate question. Very first step is figure out who in the world is calling you. Now, they may leave a voicemail. In this particular question, the person said they were not leaving any voicemails. But if they leave a voicemail, they may give you an idea, may give you a phone number, go Google it. And usually you can tell who that phone number goes to. But let's say they don't leave a voicemail. Well, when the call comes in, answer your phone. Say, who are you? What are you calling about? What is this debt? Why do you say I owe it? In other words, you're asking the questions we learned in English class. Who, what, when, why, where, how, those types of questions to figure out what is going on here. And just take very good notes. And if they say the call may be recorded, well, then you can record it. Sometimes it's a little hard to record it when it's an incoming call, unless you put it on your speakerphone, record on your computer or another cell phone. But look, taking notes is fine. And just take down those details. What I suggest, at least my clients do, of course you have to make your own decision, I suggest my clients always say, look, I dispute owing any debt with your firm. And so that covers it, so you're not worried about getting the account number wrong. And then you also say, send me proof in writing. And if they won't do that, you say, why won't you do that? Now, the legitimate companies will absolutely send you something in writing. It may not be good proof, but they'll send you something in writing. The kind of scammy companies will say, we've already sent that to you, we don't have to send it again, or we can only fax it to you. No, the real companies will send you something through the mail. Well, what's another option? Well, return the phone call. You see caller ID, and the particular question said portfolio recovery is coming up. And so just return that phone call. And again, once you get them on the phone, whether you receive the call or you make the call, who are you? What is this about? What's the debt? Why do you say I owe it? I dispute it. Send me proof in writing. Now you can also look through your letters. Maybe you've gotten some mail from home and you look at the telephone number and then you look at your cell phone and those numbers don't match up. It may still be the same company. But see, are you getting any collection letters? Check your credit reports for two things. Number one, do you have an account on there? So is Portfolio Recovery, is Midland, is Calvary, is LVMV, is somebody on there? And if they're not, or even if they are, still look, number two, at your inquiries. So is somebody pulling your credit report? Because sometimes they pull our report, but they don't actually report an account. And that can give you an idea. You're just trying to figure out who in the world is calling me. Okay? So you use all this information to figure that out. Then the next step is tell them to stop. Look, I do not owe anybody any money. You say I owe this medical bill from UAB Hospital or whatever the hospital is, and it's $5,000 from January 5th of last year. You say, I didn't go to the hospital January 5th. I haven't been to the hospital in 10 years. Obviously, I don't owe it. Whatever it is, tell them on the phone, I don't owe this debt. Stop calling me. Stop writing me. Don't put this on my credit report. Leave me alone. And then you can also do that in a certified mail letter to them. Keep a signed copy, mail it certified, but just explain all that to them. I don't owe you any money. I don't owe anybody any money. Assuming that's true, stop calling me. Don't put it on my credit report. Don't write me. Leave me alone. Well, if it's a legitimate company and they realize, oh, wow, we made a mistake, then they'll leave you alone. But what if they don't? You sue them. So the basic things that you sue them under would be the FDCPA, Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, assuming that applies to them as a debt collector. You may have state law. So in Alabama, we have invasion of privacy. If you're in Florida, you have a Florida version of the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. You may have what's called, there's different names, but it's basically an Unfair and Deceptive Practices Act. Something that says you can't be unfair, you can't be deceitful. Well, if they're trying to collect a debt you don't owe, that's unfair, that's deceitful. And you may also do a dispute through the credit bureaus. And if you do that and they don't fix it, then you may have an FCRA claim. That's Fair Credit Reporting Act. So point is, you give them a chance, and look, we don't always do this, but in the typical situation, you give them a chance to stop because maybe they legitimately think you owe it, and once you tell them, they go, oh, we're so sorry, we'll never bother you again. But you give them a chance, then when they don't stop, you sue them, they're without excuse. They can't say, well, we had no idea. No, I called you, I wrote you a letter, maybe I disputed on my credit reports. You had plenty of chances to back out of this thing and you didn't do it. And that is a really, really strong case. So I hope that this is helpful to you. If you have questions, now specific questions, you can email us or you can contact us through alabamaconsumer.com we have on the screen, or you can email me at john@wattsherring.com. But if it's just kind of a general question, general comment, feel free to put that below here. And we certainly get a lot of our video ideas from your questions, so please keep those coming. If this was confusing or if there's other things you'd like me to follow up on in future videos, definitely let me know. And thanks for watching this video. Okay, have a great day, guys. Bye.